Hello YouTube and welcome back to another TikTok requested tutorial. So I was asked if I had ever sublimated onto a wooden letter, which I hadn't, so I went ahead and picked up a couple to try the process. Now you can do this with a laminating pouch or without a laminating pouch. This tutorial is going to use a laminating pouch, but if you choose not to, just skip that part. So let's make it.
The first thing that I did was I scanned my wood letter, and because I painted mine white, I went ahead and put all the tissue paper I had on top of it so it would have a very dark background. You could use cardstock or anything else really. This is just what I had on hand. So after I saved it, I uploaded it to Design Space, and I chose simple for this one to reduce as much detail as possible. Then I went to advanced options, reduced the colors to 2, and changed my color tolerance till I found the max number to get rid of that white A without affecting the background. I saved it as a cut image and uploaded it into my canvas. Once it was in my canvas, I just generally resized it and then went into contour so that I could get it to where I had the A instead of the outline. So I hid my contours, selected my A, the little circle in the middle, and then unselected the outline. And then bam, I had my A. So I measured my wooden letter to make sure I got the right measurements for this, and I adjusted accordingly in Design Space, and then uploaded the background that I wanted to use, which in this case was the sky from SpongeBob with the cute little flowers. I chose complex and saved it as a print and cut image so it would keep all of the details. Once that was uploaded, I went ahead and adjusted it, resized it, and duplicated it so it covered my whole letter. And then I just went ahead and sliced the black letter out of those two parts of my background. Once I liked the way that it looked, I went ahead and selected both of those parts, attached and flattened them so it was one piece. Then I just started adjusting my characters on my letter, resizing them until I got them the way that I liked. Once I liked them, I selected the whole image again, attached and flattened it. Now, because this image was too big to print through Design Space, I used my snipping tool to get an image of it. I could have cut the image in half and printed it through Design Space. I just did not want to do that. So I saved it and uploaded it to Silhouette Studio. Now, once it was in Silhouette Studio, I went to the little icon on the right that looks like a loaf of bread. That is the trace menu. And I hit select trace area and drew a box around my image. Then I went to outline and I just adjusted the threshold and the scale until it was a solid yellow line around my image and hit trace and detach. When I move my letter away, there's the outline or the background still on that rectangle, so I selected that and deleted it. Then I went ahead and resized my letter again to 8 inches and then printed it. Then I went ahead and got my laminating pouch ready to press, so I unfolded it and cut it in half because I only need one half of it for this. When I put it on my letter, I put the matte part against my wood so that the glossy side was up and pressed it for 5 to 10 seconds at 350 degrees. My iPad did not record that part, so I'm super sorry about that. Then I just took an X-Acto knife and cut off the excess laminate from my letter. Then I went ahead and put my wood letter on top of my sublimation paper so that the white part of my letter was against the sublimation ink. I taped it down super good so that it wouldn't move, and then I went ahead and flipped it over so that the sublimation paper was facing up. I put copy paper over top of mine. You can use butcher paper, but I just used a couple pieces of copy paper. And I pressed mine at 400 degrees for 55 seconds. With my heat press though, that's probably more about 390. Just play with it and figure out what works best for your heat press. And I did not wait for this to cool. I went ahead and did a warm peel, and let me tell you, it came out great. This process was super easy
and the colors came out bright. It has a super glossy finish, so I hope this helps.